How you see yourself is how you perceived. I see a man strong, gifted, head strapping, never down on his knees, begging. Gotta make a way, even in my darkest hour. Say the odds against me was new. I would never cower.
Get inspired, get inspired. This is out here for everyone. Right? It's out here for everyone. Now, I'm not going to attempt to go in these waters because I don't know how deep it is. But you see the sand. Black Sand Beach. I'm on a completely, a total different end of Tobago. So when you land, you're in Scarborough, and I'm on a complete opposite end of Tobago. It's about an hour drive. I'm not saying the name because I don't want to be incorrect, but I'll come back on the next video and I'll have the name ready for you, for those of you that are explorers like myself, the type that jump in a rental car and just drive anywhere. Now, I don't advise everyone do that. It's okay to look for a tour guide, because as you can see, no one's out here, right? I think it's about to rain because I'm feeling drops on my head, but as you can see, there's no one out here, right? Black Sand Beach. Because again, this is an hour away. This is not the type of location where there's a bunch of tourists. When you land in Tobago and Scarborough, you'll see a lot of tourists. But the further inland you go and the further out you go, you'll notice you're here by yourself. For me, I'm cool with that. But again, yeah, you gotta drive. You gotta drive like an hour away to see all of this. Beautiful, beautiful. Well, let me say something. Hiking, I wasn't planning on doing this. These slides are a no-no for hiking. But sometimes you just gotta go for it. Great exercise, by the way. Hot climate, hiking. Talk about cardio. So if you hear heavy breathing, that's me. How you like my new shoes? I ditched the white slides. Trinidad and Tobago. But we're in Tobago right now. And I did get the name of the area, but of course I forgot it already. These are my new shoes. The best shoes on planet Earth are your feet. Just a little FYI. I heard that there's a benefit of walking barefoot, especially in grass. You'd have to look it up. I don't have that information on me now. But there's something about your body when it meets the earth. There's a science or something behind it. We were made with 5 toes on each foot for a reason. Those toes were meant to grapple with the ground. I do this all for you. You see my face. Oh, by the way, I'm by myself. Let me just let that be known. Right now I'm by myself. The boat, the tour guide is down below. All right. I'm stepping gingerly. As I told you, I have on my homemade shoes. That's my homemade shoes, look. Okay, this is the top of the hill. We're gonna see what this is about. See me sweating my ass off, right? You see that? I do this for you. Oh, sweaty face for you. Look at that. Tobago, again, completely different side of the map from Scarborough, from Pigeon Point, from Crown Point. Completely different end of the map. Once I give you guys a name, you could look at the map of Tobago and you'll know where I was. And you'll know the distance I drove to get here. It was an hour drive. All right. This is that good sweat. We just let that trickle off our face. We don't wipe that off. Appreciate everyone who's still watching the video. Just me and nature. Yellowtail walk. Let me turn this around so you can see this. And again, you see what I'm using. So for those of you using excuses, oh, I can't hike, I don't have my designer hiking boots, I don't have my Timbs, I don't have my Hoka, or whatever names that are out there. I actually own a pair of barefoot shoes, but I didn't bring it on this trip. But there's nothing more barefoot than your actual feet. All right, there's nothing more barefoot than your feet. Which way to go? Left? Great choice. Oops. We going left. Just heard a critter just now. Look at this. Look at this view. Are you seeing that? Are you seeing that? Honorable Men Discord, the things I do for content, right? Well, I don't do this every day, so enjoy this. I'm actually gonna head back now because it's much more to see. So stay tuned.
island. Whose island? This island being owned by several owners. The last owner of the owner was a black man, Mr. McLeod, but he's from a guy. As you can see, it's in abundant state. Nobody's living there this side.
And no one tried to buy that to fix it up?
No, the government is taking care of it. CHA government is taking care of it. And yeah, I'm going to stay by the beach here. Go ahead, take your camera.
Yeah. So you might be saying to yourself, how the hell did he get this footage? Listen, when you're an explorer, you make things happen. And you can't do it in large groups either. When you're in large groups, there's always going to be someone to say, oh, we're not supposed to do that. Or if it's not one of those situations, it's going to be where the tour guide is going to feel obligated not to take chances because it's a large group, which is why you got to explore and be solo. So this estate right here, which I showed in the previous video, is owned by the government. It used to be owned by a wealthy man who passed away. It was owned by several owners, but after he passed away, obviously it's not been upkept, so the government owns it. But this wasn't a planned stop. But when I saw it from the distance, I said, can we pull up next to it? And he obliged, all right? So, enjoy the view. Once again, we're in Tobago. Look at this. This is all exclusive. Funny thing is, I've always wanted to do stuff like this, off the grid, exclusive areas that are not common to tourists. Take a look at this. I do this for you guys. Get out there, get your passport, get inspired. Again, this is not a flex. I'm not wealthy. But I make this time on earth, make it count. Now, one thing I'm not going to do is go inside the place. Why? Because I'm barefoot, and I don't know what type of stuff is in here, to be honest with you. Alright, so I'm going in. Change my mind. There's a broken glass. Again, barefoot. Wow. This is exclusive. You're not going to get this, folks. You're not going to get this. Honorable Men Discord. I don't know what the hell that sound is. This was a bathroom of some sort. This is the backyard. Bunch of bottles over here. You see birds flying in here? This was the kitchen. Oh shit, that shit startled me. I ain't gonna lie. Never been inside of a property with a bird flying. I can't get to the other side. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go for it. We're not scared, are we? Right. Wait a second. Oh, there's not much to see over there. Okay. So there's a staircase. Oh shit. When in Rome, right? I do this for you guys. Alright, I'm gonna wrap up and go back downstairs, but you get the point. This was owned by a rich man. The attic. So Again, this is the home that we saw as the boat was passing by. This is a short stop because he just looked out for me. Okay. Tobago. All right, heading back. Again, get inspired. I do this for you guys to get you inspired. All right. Where are we right now?
At Blue Waters Inn.
The oldest hotel
In Trinidad and Tobago.
in Trinidad and Tobago, Blue Waters Inn. So make sure you look this up and you find a stay in here.
All right, come along.
Welcome back. So the next clip, I know that these clips are all over the place, but just bear with me. The next clip is Blue Water Inn, and I did a proper intro with the manager of Blue Water Inn, but technical difficulties, my phone, when I thought it was recording, it wasn't recording. And then some of my hardware, I don't know if it's because it's wet or because the battery died. My hardware that I use for my microphone wasn't working, so I didn't get the intro. But this is Mr. Reggie. I believe it's Mr. Reggie. He's the manager of Blue Water Inn, and he's just speaking on a little bit about the heritage of Blue Water Inn inside of one of the dining areas. So short clip, but enjoy. Again, this is all from Tobago, not near the tourist areas, but this particular resort was said to be one of the oldest resorts in Trinidad and Tobago. So when I spoke to him, he said he's not sure about it being the oldest, but nevertheless, it's probably one of the top 5 oldest resorts in Trinidad and Tobago, so it still makes it valuable. And I wish I had more time to sit with him so he could talk about it. But the gentleman who's giving me the tour of this particular part of Tobago, we're on a time restraint. Not to mention I have to drive back to the tourist area, which is an hour away. I have to drive back to the area of Scarborough, which is the area where I'm staying. But enjoy this clip. It's not long. And this is one of my stops. This is a black sand beach. See the backdrop. Now I use this black sand all over my skin, by the way. See this? I rub this all over my face, my skin. It feels amazing. Much better than the sand that we're used to. For those of you that are New Yorkers, I know bringing up Jones Beach is sort of like a joke when I'm out here, but the black sand is really nice. But anyway, let's get into this clip about Blue Water Inn as we continue. Enjoy.
We saw a little bit about the entry into Blue Waters. Now I'll take you into a little bit of the history of the hotel. The 2 gentlemen here in front of me on this picture, the one on the right is the original owner of Blue Waters Inn. The one on the left is the current owner. He's now 96 years old, so he's obviously now passed it on to his children, who are also passing it on to their children as well. So it would be his grandchildren. And then if you look at the building up above here in this picture, that is one of the original buildings at Blue Waters Inn. And unfortunately, as time goes on, that was demolished to make way for what exists here today. And the picture down to the right is the original family that was part of this property. And then we can take you outside to see what exists today, so that you would understand what is here at Blue Waters Inn now. We offer, it's a small intimate hotel, it's 38 rooms. And where we are here is in the main air-conditioned dining room, which is also used as a conference facility. And if you want the air conditioning, you come in here. You don't want that, you go outside, and we'll walk out and take a look at what exists out there. So, dining room, as you see over here, you have the pool area, and then that goes all the way around to the dining room, the bar. And if you want to walk down that way with me, and then then you come around here. So we have a variety of dining options. You have the air conditioned side, you have the open air side, you have the outside deck with the sun. So it all depends on what our clients coming here want. And if you pan out into the ocean here, we have Boat Island in front of us and Little Tobago to the back left. Little Tobago is a bird sanctuary. Boat Island is a private island. And you see how lovely and blue the water is. Some of the best scuba diving in the world is right out here. You go onto one of the glass bottom boats and you could go straight out onto the island, see the reefs as you're going out, and then enjoy what's on top with all the bird life, all the seabirds and all the different critters that are around. I'll just pan down onto the beach, left and right. Every day we clean our beach all through the day. So that's happening now, and as you can see, it's very beautiful out there. Up above us, we have some rooms above here, some standard rooms, and then if you pan off to the right, you'll see 2 more blocks of rooms, and then you see a dock facility. And at the start of that dock, we have a dining shop as well. Yeah, in closing here, Blue Waters Inn is a beautiful place, good, ideal for nature lovers, scuba divers, and those looking to get rest and relaxation and get away from the door. Come and enjoy it.